Media Center will continue on with today's post-race media availability for the 34th annual VFW Sport Clips Help a Hero 200 here at Darlington Raceway. We're joined by a race-winning team. We're joined by Elliott Sadler, driver of the number one main Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports, and crew chief Kevin Mindering. This was Elliott's second victory and 21st top 10 finish in 2016. It's his first victory and 6th top 10 finish in 13 races at Darlington Raceway, and he adds a lot of momentum heading into the NASCAR Xfinity Series chase. Elliott, just describe that final battle out there. That was something to behold on TV. What was it like for you, from your perspective?
It was a great battle, and but before I talk about that, I was having a conversation with one of my media friends before the race today, and I was like, I sure do miss you guys. I haven't been in the media center forever. I hadn't only been asked to go there one time. It was after Talladega. I sure do miss seeing you guys. And he said, well, you know how to fix that, don't you? Win the race. I said, all right, we'll try to do that. So, I was kind of thinking about that down maybe a couple laps ago. That's probably why I hit the wall. But it was definitely a great race. Kevin and the guys brought me a really fast race car. And we were able to stay in the top 2 or 3 all day long. And anytime you can beat somebody like Denny Hamlin here, who's very exceptional at this racetrack, to hold off for a win is very special. It's a lot of cool things going on this weekend with our paint scheme, and all of that was going through my head the last 10 or 12 laps. But I think being out front in clean air really helped for us to curve this thing to victory lane.
Kevin, how confident were you in your race car and your driver during that final battle?
Well, got me now. We had a great race car all day long, and Elliott did an awesome job keeping us up in the top 3. We had a really good restart that last time, and I knew once we had clean air, it was in our hands. He did an awesome job just racing the racetrack all day, staying out of trouble to the very end. And we were able to bring it home.
Good deal. We'll open the floor up for questions. If you have a question for Elliott, please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start out with Pete, then go to Jim, and then to Bob. Get Pete a microphone, please.
Pete Yakubelli, Associated Press. Elliott, you mentioned it a bunch in the post interviews, but how much do you really think this means to Junior, given what he's gone through this weekend?
I think it means a lot. And, he called me while I was in victory lane, and to hear his voice and jubilation and yelling and screaming and saying a lot of the cool things he likes to say, I can't really repeat right now. But he and I have a special relationship and have for a long time, and we've been staying in touch a lot, over the last month. And Kevin and I talk about it right much because Kevin had been with Dale for a long time over at Hendrick. So to see him going what he's going through, I know it's frustrating to him to not. Look, he's a real race car driver, guys. He's a true grit, blue collar guy, just like I told y'all on Tuesday. He's one of the good guys, and to see him have to take a step back, I think it's really tough on him. But to see him handling it the way he is means a lot to me as a driver, but also as a friend. And he's given me a great opportunity to drive his cars this year. And I think he 100% pays attention to what we do and how good we run. And I think maybe he can feed some of his excitement through us. Since he's not in a race car, to hear him talking on the telephone today, it's neat to hear that excitement in his voice and give him something to be proud of, give him something to cheer about when he's had, so much bad news as far as him being able to race. This has got to be good for him. So I am very honored and humbled to be able to be able to win for him after what happened this week.
We'll go next to Jim, and then to Bob, and then back into the back to Tucker.
Jim Mutter, motorsport.com. Same kind of question, except what does it mean for you, a guy who a month ago didn't know what your future held, and now, after today's win, in an excellent position to win a series championship?
Yeah, a month ago, I've been through a lot of ups and downs lately, and I've shared that a lot with Kevin, who has been a rock through this whole thing, and somebody I could lean on when we had some good weeks when things looked good, and when we had some bad weeks when it looked like I might not be in a race car much longer. I just say to be able to come here with this paint scheme, and I want people to really understand my relationship with One Main as a sponsor. They came in here and sponsored me and Dale Jurt both. They've been in this series for over a decade as a primary sponsor, the longest running sponsor in this series there is. They love this sport, and I think once the new executives came in and kind of understood what's going on and really liked the way we were running on the track as well, kind of reconsidered all of it. And once they looked at everything, they kind of saw what they can get out of this sport and how loyal the NASCAR fans are. And what that means to me, it just gives me comfort. Man, I got a lot of stability now. I'm going to be here a couple more years. I love this race team. We don't have to ask each other what's going to happen or what if. We know what's going to happen, the next 36 months. And then we can just go out and race hard and try to win a championship. But to say the last month has not been emotional it would be a pretty good lie. It's been very emotional with my career as well as with my mom being so sick. Not sure if she was going to make it or not. So it was a lot of things that's gone on this last month that has made me really, truly appreciate somebody like Kevin and his race team, and also somebody like One Main Financial and those guys taking a chance on us and investing back in the sport. It means a lot, Jim.
Go to Bob, then to Tucker, and then over to your left to Chris.
Bob Pockers, ESPN. Elliott, when they line up by points, I think everybody at first thinks, oh, Elliott's on the pole, he's the points leader. And then, of course, you start third because it's by owner points.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Does it kind of tick you off at all, and is that any more extra motivation?
No, I mean, I've been racing long enough to know that they line up by points, and I'm good with that. I'm just proud of us for being third and being close to where we need to be in the points. I think race teams work very hard to get themselves in position to be leading the points and try to win the Owners' Championship. So kudos to the two-car, Richard Childress Racing, and those guys for leading the points. They get to start on the pole. So I'm fine with that. That's okay, because I knew who I felt like starting third was a good position, so I was fine with that. I'm used to it, so no, it didn't tick me off, Bob.
Okay, we're going to go to Tucker, then to Chris, then to Mike Neff.
Tucker White, SpeedwayMedia.com. This question's for the both of you. Given that your stablemate Kevin Harvick went out early in the race with engine issues, was there ever concern at any point in the race that the same issue could, or an issue similar to that could affect you guys at all?
Well, we really just didn't tell Elliott about that, so he didn't have to worry about it. But no, we have Hendrick Motorsports gives us great engines every week, and every now and then you'll have a part failure or something. And we knew having their engines, it's not really something we have to worry about.
See, Kevin's smart. He don't tell me much. That way I don't worry about it. I don't overthink it.
Okay, we'll go Chris, Mike, and then to Dustin.
ChrisKnightCatchfence.com. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Next week you go to Richmond International Raceway, your hometown track, but you get to go as the most recent winner in the Xfinity Series. How does that feel and sound? And then also, how do you feel with the chase getting closer?
Chris, I tell you what, I was just up in Richmond this week doing some ride and drive stuff for a lot of people from the Virginia 529 college deal, and a lot of the Richmond media was in there, and we're talking about racing at home, because it's home to me. I get to stay in my own house. My wife and kids get to come, and a lot of family and friends. That's a very special track to me, and I would love to win there more than anywhere. It's neat to be able to come in there with the momentum that we have. So we're going to go there and try to do the best job we can. Anytime you're coming off a win, it's great momentum. In the chase, look, you guys know as well as I do, it's all about momentum in the chase, peaking at the right time. So I think for Kevin and us to be on the same page, kind of finishing each other's sentences right now, to be honest with you, we're all clicking on full cylinders right now, and to be running this good at this particular time, I think says a lot for our chase, chances. So to bring a car here to Darlington and unload and be as fast as we were, and we feel really, really comfortable going to Chicago and Kentucky, and of course next weekend to Richmond. So I would say we got a lot of momentum on our side right now.
Do you think the consistency that you guys have performed this season is setting the bar for what would be expected in the chase? Well,
I think the consistency is going to get us to Homestead. Then I think we're going to have to do what we did today at Homestead, in my opinion. But Kevin and those guys are making great calls. We're having amazing pit stops. We're finishing where we should be finishing. It's not like we're running up front and having bad finishes. We're making the most of it week in and week out. And if we can do that throughout the chase, we're going to be in the position that we want to be in.
Go next to Mike and then to Dustin.
Might have from frontstretch.com. Elliott, the last couple laps, Denny was pretty far back from you, and they made a couple bonsai attempts at sliders in turn 3. But, I mean, you're a racer. You knew he was at a ridiculous angle to try to make that corner. How difficult was it for you not to push it that extra couple feet to make sure you stayed in front of him and let him run out his own distance?
Yeah, I had to just stay on the outside of him and keep him pinned down. And look, Denny's anybody that knows anything about Darlington Speedway, he's a great race car driver here, but he's a clean race car driver. And he and I have had nothing but great races with each other. So when I hit the wall off 2 and he got such a great run, I knew I had to run it really hard into 3 and keep him under me. If he ever passed me, it was over with. So I just had to run it in 3 on top of him and try to hold him down and get back in front of him. But that's all because we were in the lead. We had clean air, and we could stay up front. I was able to kind of cover up a big mistake that I made off 2. Thank you.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. After the burnout, when you got out of the car, you stood up on the car, and you held your head in your hands in certainly a display of emotion we haven't always seen. I know you've talked about all the things, but is there anything in particular that was running through your mind at that point? And I understand that every win has a different meaning, but is there a way to compare this victory with anything that you've done in your career?
Well, I mean, to try to be candid with you, I mean, a month ago, I was retired. I mean, really. I mean, I didn't really know what else I was going to do in a race car if we had that opportunity. I wanted to keep racing, but you're never guaranteed anything in this sport. So to go from maybe being retired to winning a race at Darlington, a place that I came here as a kid to watch, is a pretty doggone lot of emotions. And I know what my team, Kevin and my team, put into this car to come to Darlington. My wife and kids are here with me. My mom has been through a lot in ICU the last couple of weeks. And so you put all that together, yeah, I could say I was pretty emotional. I'm still a kid at heart, man. I know y'all rag me for being 41 years old, man, but I'm still a kid at heart and still love this sport. And it still takes me to the top rung of the ladder, and then the next week I'm down and out. I still ride the roller coaster with any of them. So it's been a special week. And to win here at Darlington, guys, because I've thrown too many races here away, and I almost threw this one away again today. It was special.
Dale, you got the phone from Dale.
Yeah.
You said you couldn't say what you said on TV. Can you say it here?
I don't think so. I don't think I. Hey, any cool, exciting 4-letter word that you can think of at the top of your lung, hey, y'all know him just like I do. It's he's not shy about showing a lot of excitement, and I think he's our biggest fan, to be honest with you. I think he's Kevin's biggest fan, especially when this all came together. He was going to put us together, and I think he's been my biggest fan from where I've been the last couple of years to now. So I just think him showing that excitement, over the phone this week, he needs something to cheer about, and we were able to give that to him today. Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Your discretion is advised. Any additional questions for the winning team? We'll go over here to Deb.
Deb Williams, RaceToday.com. Congratulations, Elliott. You is your mother out of the woods now, and also what was the softball championship you coached?
So my mom is getting better. She still has to have another surgery. She has to have another surgery here in a couple of weeks, but she is getting better. She's back at home. We check on her daily, many times a day. My wife has been amazing keeping up with her, especially with me traveling on the road all the time. So she is, from the Sunday after Watkins Glen for me till now, she's went from maybe not having her anymore till now she's come a long way. So that's been pretty emotional. Softball championship, if you guys know me well enough, I play a ton of softball, but this is the first year I've coached a women's softball team. And we won in a walk-off home run Thursday night to win the championship. We beat a team that they hadn't lost a championship in 11 years, and we were able to beat them, and my wife was on that team as well. So pretty amazing. I got a heck of a Gatorade shower Thursday night, and I got another one today. I've gotten 2 Gatorade showers in 3 days, so I've had one heck of a week, to say the least. Yeah, slow pitch. No, you throw it too fast, nobody can hit it. You got to pitch it slow. Yeah, state for where we come from. Yeah, Virginia. Thank you very much.
Well, Elliott, thank you for taking the time to come in. Congratulations again, gentlemen, and good luck next week.
Thank y'all for having me in here today, guys, and have fun tomorrow for the throwback Darlington race. I'm looking forward to it just like you guys are. Thank you.